Welcome back to my gaming channel. I'll be posting this on my gaming channel, at least that's the plan. The sports channel, it's still up and running. I'm just taking a quick break from that because I'm really busy right now. I'm really stressed and I just need a break from everything. Of course, some things will get cut out and YouTube just kind of got cut out a little bit more than usual. I'll try and, as soon as I can, get back to a weekly thing. But yeah, today's video is going to be what should we expect from the new NASCAR game series. If you don't know, yesterday there was an announcement and a trailer put out for NASCAR 21 Ignition, which is the new NASCAR game from, I think, Motorsports Games. I want to say Monster, but I think it's Motorsports Games that makes it now. So yeah, Motorsports Games owns the rights to NASCAR, and I believe they own the Formula One game too. So yeah, there's a little bit of presence here. Here's what I would expect. I would expect this year, by the way, just a little FYI, you can pre-order it now for Steam and Xbox One, PS4, and that stuff will be coming later. It's not on PS5 or Xbox Series X, so unfortunately you can't get it on those yet, on the next gen yet, so yeah, you can pre-order it now. I'm not going to put a link down there, but you can basically just look it up and you'll find it. So yeah, pre-order it now, and it should be coming out in like October 27th, I believe. So off season basically, and I would really expect this just to be a base game. There's actually a tweet put out. Let me find it real quick for you guys. Find it. Here we go. It says NASCAR 21. This is by Blake Garcia. It will not include the Xfinity, Trucks, Championship Mode, Season Mode, Career Mode, where you can be an owner. Honestly, I'm okay with the Career Mode. Like, not being an owner. I never really liked that part of the game. Maybe if they add it back later, I'll get back into the Career Mode and want to be an owner. I'll enjoy it a lot more than what I had in the Heat series. I wasn't really crazy about it. Yeah, I'd like to be able to do that and have a little bit more control on that stuff. And we'll go into that a little bit later, but yeah. Wasn't really crazy about the owner part, so yeah. Trucks and Xfinity. Interesting. Like I said, I'm expecting it really just to be a base game. Like NASCAR Heat was in its first game, which was Heat Evolution. I would expect it to be a lot like that. And then they'll add everything else later and keep adding onto the game, time in and time out, just add more and more content as they go. That's what I expect from the first game and the rest of the series. It is a bummer that you can't race Trucks or Xfinity or be able to go through those ranks in Career Mode, but I guess that's going to be coming in the next game. Heat Evolution did the same exact thing, so I would not be very surprised if Motorsports tried to copy paste that one into NASCAR 20 or 22, whichever it's gonna be. I'm too tired for this. Yeah, so base game, not a lot of gameplay to go off of other than just the trailer. That's really the only thing we have to go off of. It looks pretty decent. I'm still gonna buy it and gonna try it out and just enjoy the game that I have. And I will hope that they will use the money from all the sales to hire more developers and improve year after year, and just make the game a good series. Like make it maybe I wouldn't say on par, but maybe make it able to contend more with the NASCAR Thunder series. I never got to play those, sadly. So, but I've watched guys on YouTube play it. Radman, who is just an amazing channel. I definitely recommend maybe checking them out. It's something Radman. I don't remember the name. All I know is just I'm out of it right now, if you can't tell. But yeah, he makes awesome content. He's recently doing a career mode in the Thunder series, so maybe you want to check that out. But yeah, championship mode. I mainly play the career mode in these games. I mean, yeah, I play now and online every now and then, but career mode is mainly where I use to like hover around a lot of the time in any kind of game I play. You'll see that in other wishlist videos, most of it's geared maybe towards career mode or franchise mode most, because that's just what I honestly, that's just what I play. Championship mode and season mode. I would have expected that they would have tried to throw in a season mode. But it looks like they're just going base minimum game right now. That kind of sucks that you won't be able to, you know, have a championship or a season mode. And I hope that the developers listen and try and add this content. Here's what I would like. This is just my personal wish list for the game series. Yeah, add the owner in, but add a little bit more spice to it. Like, add a little bit more, like, being able to hire, like, a crew chief, being able to hire a spotter, and add maybe some commentary, not just career mode, but, like, the whole race in general, whether it's play now or anything like that. Yeah, so add some commentary. I just don't want to consistently be hearing the same voices. If I'm doing a 100% race, yeah, there's voices, they tend to get old. And that's another thing. Will they have stage racing? Did they make an effort to make decent stage racing in this game? That's a question that I have them. Like, do they just make you do 100%, or can you, like, fuck the stage racing and go, like, a 2 or 3 or 4 or 5% of a race and just do a little quick race thing when you're in career mode? Also, something that kind of got on my nerves a little bit, maybe it's just me being pessimistic or anything like that, but I didn't really like how they put season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, I would much more rather the new NASCAR games go with the approach in career mode of not the season 1, 2, 3, but like maybe go years. Go this year, this year, this year, this year, and just go down there. I don't know if that's a doable thing or not, because race dates change, schedule changes, and all that stuff. But I think that just deep down, I didn't really like the season 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't really like it just be counted the season. Didn't feel like it was more of a simulation. It felt more of just a grind, and then you're back to square one kind of thing. Okay, yeah, you go through different levels, but it feels like when you're just going season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that it's not real. Like, it's just you grinding the same season over and over. Honestly, like, if you add years, and then, like, maybe driver transactions, which I'm gonna touch on that really, really soon, I just feel like it would be a better experience. Overall, I like that, you know, in the career mode, they have, you know, an identifier for what season you're on, but I feel like adding years would be a very, very good approach to be going in a good direction for this new game. A lot of fans, they're not liking it, but me, as a guy that's did a lot of games before, I've chosen, like, to go into, like, web development and all that stuff, but basically, I did a little bit of studying in game development and that stuff. I went into a trade school for web application and game development. I choose the website of it because I feel like I have more freedom, and I feel like I can just contribute more of my vision on the web design side. Yeah, okay, game design, that's fun, that's cool. If you like that, I don't have anything against you. Like, a lot of my friends that I met in this class did go into game development, or at least they're trying to, and they're going, like, college right now to go into game development. So I have nothing against game developers. I'm just saying, from my point of view, I kind of get from what the game developers are doing. You have to start with the base game, and then add more content onto that. I know people are, like, impatient, but you have to take things slowly to make a good game series. In my view, yeah, okay, that first game, not going to be very good, because it's the first game of the series. Maybe they want to test a few things out here and there that don't necessarily work for the rest of the series, so they take it out, and they replace it with something that the fans want, or something that they feel is, like, more entertaining. Or they replace it with, like, a story mode. Not just a career mode, but, like, that kind of stuff. So, from a web developer's stance on game development, I think that they're doing the right thing. Because a lot of people they don't understand game development, but it's a lot of work, a lot of crunching, just for deadlines, and yeah, I just start with the base game and move on. That's how most developers would make a successful career, not out of a game series. Okay, yeah, I want you to go and look back from GTA 5, and then tell me that it's not have been added to. It's not had stuff added, taken away. It's not been developed over time from GTA 4, GTA 3, San Andreas, even all the way to the first ever GTA game. I want you to look at that and look at the progression. Just from my stance, any great game series starts with the base game, then they move from there. Don't try and do everything at once. That's just my view on it. I'm sorry if that goes a long way towards making people hate me, but that's just my view. And now, driver transactions. Probably not going to be in maybe the next few games, but eventually I'd like to see driver transactions in it. Like, drivers can move up to the Cup Series, drivers can lose their ride, drivers can retire, and somebody else has to move up. Teams can maybe downsize or upsize. Like, endless possibilities with driver transactions. I'd like to see that in the game. I don't think it's going to be in the next few games, though, because, like I said, I'd rather slow progression. Yeah, so please don't hate me for that slow progression thing. I beg you, please don't hate me for that. That's just how any game series has to be made if you want it to be great. Patience is key. So please, everybody, be patient. That's all I'm preaching to you guys with that. I'd like them to have, maybe in the career mode, a little bit of a story. Like, I think that a great thing from the Heat series that maybe they can bring back and bring over to this game was, like, the mentors. The, like, video mentoring thing. I'd love to see that back. And I'd also like to see, like, the Twitter thing, and social media thing from other drivers and maybe fans. I'd like to see that bring back, too. I'd also like to be able to see just how it develops, like, your car. Like, you can develop different things in your car and change up a thing or two just to see if you like it at one track. This may not make sense, but what I'm saying is, like, I want you to be able to develop your skill along with developing the car, if that makes sense. Like, okay, yeah, if you signed with the Gibbs, yeah, okay, but, like, develop the skill within that car. I don't know if that makes sense to you. I'll touch on it later if I want to. I don't know. This video is getting kind of long, but yeah. That's just some of the things I'd like to see. A great story would be really appreciated in that game. And I just think overall that if they kind of do the same thing that they do with the F1 series, they'll find a lot more success.